I was just watching a big long string of the TikToks where there's just a really long, loud, unhealthy fart noise, and they just film the people's reactions.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm just about threw up watching this. Not because it's gross, because it's funny. I was laughing so hard.
Saw one the other day.
I mean, I was wheezing all day.
I saw one the other day, and this guy had a Tesla, and they changed his blinker to the fart noise, and he didn't know it. And it's like their older uncle, so he turned his blinker on. It's just, and he's like, "Turn this off right now."
Did not do it over and over like.
No, it wasn't like it wasn't in tune with the blinker, like the frequency. It was just like a fart noise.
Yeah.
And yeah, disgusting. Yeah, absolutely disgusting. He's probably a 65-year-old.
Imagine the stuff that they pull on him.
Oh, with this Tesla.
Oh wow.
So
Christmas tree, Christmas tree.
I found a cool article, Nate.
Yeah, you need to look it up real quick, Nate.
You want to share it with me? Or?
Yeah. Search which overhyped Florida 3 holes. There's two. There's one that just says the 13 scariest. So I'm sorry, the 13 toughest stretches of holes in golf. Since they're playing the PGA National with the bear trap.
What do you want me to Google?
Okay, 13 toughest stretches of holes in golf.
Well, you started down Florida, overhyped, and then you
That's another article. That's another article. It's the bear trap or the snake pit. Which one's harder? Just kind of
13 toughest
stretches of holes.
Stretches of holes in golf.
Be careful what you search.
Yes, make sure you put in golf in there.
And don't put like stretches. And then stay away from the images.
The 13 toughest stretches of holes in golf.
There you go. Golf Digest.
Golf Digest.
Yes, sir.
I think we're pretty safe there.
No. Yes, we are safe.
Wow.
All right. Well, where are we? Episode 142. Hey, we got a new ad read. Y'all, I'm not even gonna tell y'all what it is.
Please don't.
It's gonna be a surprise.
Hey Ben.
Yeah.
You look good.
Thanks, bud. I appreciate it. Got a little sun on my face yesterday.
Yeah. Hey, I wore shorts today, like shorts.
I should have. Kyle and I both should have worn shorts yesterday, and Kyle refused to take off his pullover because it's new and he thought it looked cool. So I'm sure he heated to damn death.
I did. No, since I've lost weight, my body temperature is just perfect. So
There's no way you weren't miserable yesterday.
Do you still sweat a lot, or
no?
He didn't get swamp ass yesterday.
Not a drip of sweat.
Okay, well, it was like 72 and breezy. So
I will say, Nate, if there's anybody that can get under his skin worse than me and you, it is his father.
We can talk about that.
I would love to hear just a little 30-second recap of every episode from his dad. Why the hell y'all so dumb and shit?
That was pretty much it on the greens.
Yeah. He critiques literally everything I do. He can't play golf because he worries about everybody else on the golf course and in the group. Like
Kyle tells him that while we're on the green before the man's fixing to make a birdie putt, and the look that his father gave him, I was like, Kyle's gonna get his dad's gonna take his belt off right now while we're on the green, and he's gonna wear his ass out right here in front of everybody.
Yeah, we got bamboozled, by the way. Nate.
You did not get bamboozled.
I know. It's hard to lose. It's hard to lose that much money on a 2-2.
It's all not right. When you press and my partner birdie's 18 though. It makes it a whole lot better.
He made in all 5 birdies. He made a combined 20 feet of putts in 5 birdies.
Yeah, he was
just constant butt darts.
Throwing butt darts all day.
It was either that or
surgical Jake.
I mean,
exactly.
Nate, he had 7 birdies and he shot 70. So it was either it was either a dart or it was off the reservation. There was no in between.
I think he shot 69. I think.
No, No, you said
no,
it's a
70. You're right.
Yeah, he shot 70.
That's not many pars. If you make 7 birdies, which there's
He-
only 11 other holes that you can do anything.
4
on, and-
bogeys.
Yeah,
Four
not that
and
many
he
pars.
also did not. He did not birdie a par 5.
That's true. No
Matter of
birdies.
fact, he
7
was
birdies
bogeyed.
on, and none of them on par 5s.
And
and
he
he
bogeyed
was-
a par 5.
He doubled it. He was 2 over on par 5s. He parred the three of the 4 par 5s and doubled the 4th.
Go figure that. All right. Episode 142.
He smirks so much.
Here we go. Ready and what's up, everybody? We're back again. It's episode 142 of the Dadbods Golf Pod. I don't know what we're doing, but it's funny, and we're proud members of the Believe. We're proud members of the Believe Podcast Network, the #1 podcast network for professionals. It's Kyle, Nate, Ben, and it's Friday. We're looking forward to the weekend, and we're ready to talk about some golf and some mysterious mystique of difficult 3-hole stretches on the tour, and we're going to have a lot of fun doing it. Tonight's episode is brought to you by Betonline, the #1 betting website in the country. Log on today and get a 50% welcome bonus. Give them $100. They're going to give you 50 back for free. Guys, basketball, March Madness, right around the corner. You need to get that account set up ASAP. You got conference tournaments coming up next week. We're like a little bit over a week away, maybe less than 10 days from conference tournaments. Then you got March Madness, the NCAA tournament starting directly after. Tons and tons and tons of games to bet on. You got to get ready. And while you're waiting, you got the online casino to go in and just have a blast with. So BetOnline is absolutely 100% where the game starts. Gentlemen,
Yo,
how excited for this show are y'all as I am right now?
pretty pumped.
English, please. Thank you.
Yes, absolutely. I don't know what that means, but we're fired up. Today is this weekend is the Honda Classic at PGA National somewhere down South Florida, and it's a little bit of a letdown as far as the field goes, because a lot of guys played at Riviera last week, and literally it's as far on the other side of the country almost as you possibly can go in one weekend. So, but there's still got a good. Brooks Koepka made the trip, and there's
Can we
several.
get into this a little bit?
Yeah, go ahead.
Did you see the article? The some of the journalists that are ripping the players for not playing in it because it's within 20 minutes of their house, and so they're like they can sleep in their own bed and they can just drive. One even made a reference that Rory could walk there faster than he could walk 9 holes.
That's interesting. I did not know that.
But then when you look at the schedule and where they got to play, and you got the players coming up and they're preparing for the Masters as well, it's one of those deals where it's kind of like, well, they got to take a tournament off. It just sucks that it has to be this one, but they got to take some time off. They're burnt out.
So this is what I was told today. And if it's wrong, we can blame Barber. But supposedly because Russell Henley's I don't think he's playing in it, and he's a past winner. So he's not playing in. Supposedly it's either the FedEx Cup points or something about this event. The points are extremely lower than typically. So you're better off if you sit out and get ready for Bay Hill and play those 3 in a row, like Bay Hill, the Players, and there's one more. It may be what's the one at the Copperhead Course? Is that the one right after it? So you got those 3.
Yeah, we were talking about that. Yeah.
Is that RBC Heritage? I mean,
No,
not the RBC.
no, that is
I'm sorry. Never mind.
that's
Canadian
in
Open.
Hilton Head.
Yes. It's in Hilton. That's
after the Masters.
Hey,
Yeah.
Kyle.
The worst tournament ever, right after the Masters. No, so that's
Awesome jacket though.
Exactly. That's what they're doing. They're taking a little bit off. Actually, they go Honda Classic, then they got the Puerto Rico Open, and then you go Arnold Palmer, the Players, Valspar. That's what it is. Valspar at Innisbrook, the Copperhead Course. So, and then you got
they tried to bait Jack Nicklaus because Jack is he's not hosting this tournament, but a lot of the proceeds from this tournament go to help the children's hospital that Jack and his wife are real involved in. And so they tried to bait him. Some of the journalists did, and they were like, "So how do you feel that these top players like 5 of the top 10 players are not playing in your tournament. And I love what you could tell that they were interviewing a golfer. He was like, well, they got to take a break sometime.
Yeah.
Like, he wasn't
Yeah,
mad
they just
at
came
it
off
all.
a gauntlet. I mean, what is
Yeah.
it? It's Torrey, Pebble, WG, or Waste Management, and then Riviera.
And then you
Well,
got
they made
They
a good
all
point.
play all 4 of those.
They made a good point too, Nate, where they're going straight from playing bent grass to they're going immediately to Bermuda. And so some of them had rather get a couple of weeks of practice in on Bermuda because they've been out west the entire time. And so they just don't want to go out there and, get their brain all messed up. I mean, these golfers are neurotical, man.
yeah, but
Also-
you got go ahead.
Go ahead. No, you go, Kyle.
I was just gonna say, so you got Arnold Palmer, Players, Valspar, and then you got then you turn around and go to Austin and do the
Mhm.
match play. So you got, and that's a long week if you end up playing,
Yes.
if you play the whole weekend. So
You don't go one and done.
yeah, that's another 4-week stretch that's very crucial. A ton of money. You got 12 million on the line at Arnold Palmer, 20 million on the line at the Players, 12 million at the match play, another 8 million at Valspar. So you got a ton of money right there. Boom, 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 boom. And you just take, I think they're taking off the Honda Classic and Puerto Rico Open. Those two, or they're taking off before they hit that mean 4-hole stretch or 4-week stretch. So
Is that a 4-hour time difference too? I mean, the way that the schedule set up is generally these guys are playing pretty close, within maybe one time zone. And then obviously at some point they jump from California to Florida. They'll stay in
Wow.
Florida for a while, but if you finish late on Sunday and you don't fly out till 8 or 9 o'clock on Sunday night from California, you're landing at 6 a.m. in Atlanta
Monday.
or in, wherever.
Yeah, in
Monday
Orlando.
Yeah.
They're all
Orlando.
flying in
Orlando.
or
Yeah.
Miami. I mean, I think that's
Wherever you're going to. That's a 6-hour flight. I've left. That's actually the worst day of my entire life. I left
is.
LA at 11:30, knowing full well when the plane took off that it was 3:30 in the morning where I was going to.
Yep.
Yeah.
Made it to work.
No, you went to work? See,
When
I
it was
didn't.
Halloween,
impressive.
went to Sky Bar that night. I
Oh,
was
wow.
invincible
Impressive.
at 21 years old.
That's
Oh,
impressive.
Yeah, because we went to a wedding in San Diego and we caught the red eye back because we knew the wedding would be over. So we jumped on a plane at 12:30 because it was so cheap. And when we got to Atlanta, by the time we got to Atlanta, landed and got back to Auburn, it was 7 a.m.
And you hate everything about
hate all of
anything
life.
ever.
Yeah,
Yes.
you do.
You hate everything except for your bed.
Yeah,
My
so
wife,
you're
my wife hated me because I was drinking the entire time.
yeah, and
Man,
then you're really
So
not,
she had to drive home.
and you're really not. If you like Nate said, if you leave that late, you're not going to be like really in like recovery shape to even like go practice until Tuesday. And then you're like Tuesday, Wednesday, grind. And then you got if you take Puerto Rico off, you got 1 week off before you go through the 4-week gauntlet that.
Well,
they're
college
all
Jack's
finishing.
tournament too, so you got all that pro-am crap you got to do on Tuesday and shake hands and
Wednesday,
all the people that are involved in that, along with your practice round on Wednesday. So
You're sleeping in your own bed either way. You just ain't teeing it up.
Exactly.
It's
it's like these guys can sleep. These guys can sleep in their own bed. Yeah, congratulations.
Yeah,
They
we're
also
doing it.
just were on a plane for like the last 24 hours, going back and forth across the country, and they
Yeah.
probably want a little rest. Because Jack had even said, he said, if I could move the tournament, I would, but there's just really nowhere to put it right
Nowhere
now.
to
So
put
that's
it,
why it's
yeah.
kind of stuck there. And
That's
besides, like
part of
one of
the
the
sport.
players says, it gives other people a chance to be in the field.
Such
as our boy who is
Yes.
tied for 5th after the first round, Mr. Andrew Kozan. He got a sponsors exemption. One cool thing that the Honda Classic does is they give a lot of local guys, like local Florida, South Florida guys, shots at exemptions that are like, either on whatever tours they're on. Andrew got a sponsors exemption and he's making the most of it right now. I joked with him. I said, you're going to shoot a 65 on Thursday and then smooth sailing through the weekend. And then you're going to come back on the pod on Sunday. He shot 67 today. So I was pretty close.
Still coming on the pod.
Still coming on the pod. He made
Yeah, still
6
coming on the pod.
birdies. He made 6 birdies. He got off to sort of like a nervous start, just like, expected. And he started on the back 9. So he hit the bear trap first. He actually, I want to look at his scorecard. I think he actually played the bear trap. Let's see.
4 under.
No, let's see. I know he birdied 18, which was his 9. He was, he was 1 under on the bear trap. He parred 15, which was playing well over par today. Parred
Par
16.
three.
Parred
16's par
16
four.
is a par 4, long par 4, and then he birdied 17, which is a just diabolical. It played really short today, but it's just all over water, tons of wind. You cannot miss. Literally, it's almost completely surrounded by water, and the parts that aren't surrounded by water is a giant bunker that's you're hitting out into a green that slopes towards the water. So it is a diabolical par 4, and par 3, and he birdied it. So really pulling for him. Let's go, Andrew. Finish strong, and let's do this thing.
And we'll talk to you soon.
Hopefully he's playing blackjack. We're recording this on Thursday. Hopefully he's playing blackjack right now until his eyes are red. He can't even see, and he's going to go tomorrow, shoot another 3 under, and be right in the mix.
He gets a late tee time tomorrow. We'll get to watch him on television tomorrow.
Oh yeah, he'll be he was 8:51 their time this morning. Finished up a little after lunch, and then tomorrow, I think he goes off at about 1 or 2 o'clock.
Similar tee time on Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
He keeps that scoring going. He'll have they'll watch him all weekend.
But we're fired up. We're fired up for Andrew. So speaking of the course, let's talk a little bit about this. Nate, I got a little trivia for you.
Holler at your boy.
Yeah. Did you know? All right.
I'm not
So
allowed to answer, Nate. I cheated.
the 3-hole stretch obviously is called what, Nate?
The bear trap.
The bear trap. That is 15, 16, 17. We already sort of hinted at it. 15 par 3, 16 par 4, 17 par 3. Did you know there is another named 3-hole diabolical stretch on the course? Did you know that?
Yeah, I did.
You did.
The snake pit.
No, that's a whole other course.
That's what got us into this discussion, because I told Kyle, I said, is it the one about the snake? And he goes, no.
Is it the sand trap?
No, it's not.
Close.
Is it prison?
No, I'll tell you, I'll give you a hint. It's got something to do with the bear.
If there's a course that does not use our prison reference in the next few years that's being created, that they call it prison, they're really missing an opportunity.
They're going to call it cell block.
What
C.
kind of 3-hole stretch do you want prison to be?
Yeah.
We need to talk about that. It needs to be discussed.
I like it. That's a really good idea. But no, there's another 3-hole stretch that's called the Grizzly Den. Did you know that?
That is dangerously close to something that you don't want to say on air.
Yeah. So it's 5, 6, and 7. All 3 holes played over par last year. 5. This seems way harder than the bear trap. So 5 is a 217-yard par 3.
Yikes.
6 is a 480-yard par 4. Yikes. Our par 5s that we play are 480 yards. And hole number 7 is a 226-yard par 3. And I'm just looking at pictures of them. And
yeah, that's a whole. I mean, it doesn't have the
reps.
water, but that's a hell of a lot harder than the other. I mean, the bear trap goes, well, it's what's listed on the placard
Sign.
is the 15 is about 180. Then the par 4 is 430, and then the last par 3 is 190.
But they played it was 150 something, 450, and then 145 today. So they'll back it up. They'll back it up towards the weekend. But
still, it ain't 27 and 217 and 226.
No, I know. So the Grizzly Den, like, give me the bear trap all day long. You know what I mean? Maybe it's the pressure of coming down the stretch, and you got that big bronze bear waiting on you when you step on the tee box on 15. But hey, I don't want none of the Grizzly Den. I think we need to rename it though. I have no idea what that
is. Before you came on, Nate, he was so excited about saying the Grizzly Den, like over and over and over. The Grizzly Den.
I have no idea. I'm gonna give him the Grizzly Den.
Give him the Grizzly Den.
I have no idea what that means. Or even sounds like, but I feel like this is kind of like the second half is the best joke that I should know. I just
Grizzly.
Some gristle and grizzly. Yeah. But yeah, so the bear trap has nothing on this other mean 3-hole stretch.
It's just a mean 3-hole stretch. Shame on you.
Mean one. It's a mean one. It's an unkind 3-hole stretch, the Grizzly Den.
Maybe they
My
call
bad.
it
Let
the
daddy give you the
mean.
Grizzly Den.
You know what? What would happen if I stepped up to the Grizzly Den and then had the bear trap right after that? You know what I wouldn't have?
Peace of mind.
I would not have peace of mind. And there's nothing. You know what's more what's more important than peace of mind? Absolutely nothing. And that's
Not
what
family.
nothing. Absolutely nothing. And that's
Healthy
what
of your kids.
That's
No.
what NordVPN is here for, to give you
Thank
a peace
goodness.
of mind while you're online. And with all the threats that you face today on the internet, it's more important than ever to be sure that you have the best VPN you can get. NordVPN is the world's best VPN service, offering the fastest connectivity, most servers, and next-gen encryption to make sure that everything you do stay secure. So grab your exclusive NordVPN deal by going to nordvpn.com/bleav or use the code BLEAV, BLEAV, to get up to 70% off your NordVPN plan plus one additional month for free. It's also risk-free with Nord's 30-day money-back guarantee. Literally no risk at all. No risk at all. You can just get your money back if you don't like it. NordVPN, where the peace of mind starts. The shades are on and we're ready to go. All right. So Nate, one of the things we found while we were walking through this, we found an article that says the 13th toughest stretches of holes in golf, which is basically, we're going to find out all the nicknames and stuff like that for 3 straight tough holes of golf. So I think that'd be fun. Let's go. If we've heard about them, great. What we think about them, I think it's ranked too. So 1 through 13. All right. You ready?
Yeah. Ready.
Let's do it. All right. Number 1, this is given. It's Augusta National Amen Corner.
I think bear trap's number 1.
Is it number?
Yep. I think bear trap's number 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
Number 2.
Sure
think
is.
Maybe it's not in order. Maybe it's just a list.
I
So
think
let's
it's
go.
I think
through
it's just a list. I don't think it's in order. So
let's go through it.
Let's go through it and then let's rank them.
Yeah, let's
about
go
that?
through it and then rank like a top 5 or something like that. All right. So you got the bear trap. Obviously, we've talked about it ad nauseum. We're going to go to the next one on the list is Amen Corner. So you got 11, 12, 13. Everybody knows them. You can they could just show you a picture of the hole and you know exactly what it is.
I think 13 discounts this as a tough 3-hole stretch. I'm
with you.
It's not
It plays
As
under
bad as
par.
As bad as it sounds, they honestly, they could have included 10.
I would say 10, 11, 12 is a tougher. I know Amen Corner is those 3 holes, but
10,
11,
you got to
12,
get it down there where you're not on a down slope. You rarely
Tougher.
see anybody birdie 10. Like 10 probably plays over
birdies
par.
11.
Yeah.
12 gives guys fits, even though it's a 9-iron.
Which is
It's the toughest short hole in golf. It's not an island.
Yeah.
I think 12 is hard because everyone overthinks the crap out of it.
Well, the wind apparently is really crazy. Just in that one small area of the entire state of Georgia, the wind is on.
You hit it you aim at the tongue in the front bunker and you smash it.
Yes.
If it
Yes.
goes left, you're
As
good.
hard
If it
as you
goes right,
can.
you're good. I know how to play it. I've seen it on a documentary.
I
That's-
done
well,
played
that's
it
what-
on Tiger Woods PGA Tour a couple times.
What's funny is every one of them say that, but then none of them do it when they get up there. They're like, no, I can get it's over on the left. I can
Is it a
sit
hole? I think this
I
is a
hit a
hold
perfect-
off choke down
Yeah.
9 this
Yeah,
time.
I
feel
got
the
it this
wind.
time. I got it. And
Just
it's
gonna
like,
hit a
no.
D-cell 9 into the creek. Haha, nice. Lost the Masters.
3 of you in a row before Tiger wins it. That's amazing.
Who did
No,
that? Kepka, Fanu, and who else?
Canoe.
Molinari.
Molinari,
Yeah.
Molinari
Did he?
with the meltdown of the century.
Didn't Molinari hit it in there?
He hadn't
Yeah.
really recovered in general from
No,
that day.
he has not recovered from there.
Went to
I think he's playing like
back
2-man scrambles right now. I haven't even seen him on
he's
TV.
literally ripping 3-man, 3-club challenges.
11 is like
On
got to be the hardest
Italian
hole.
amateur circuit.
Just lighten it up. The Italian Calcutta circuit. Yeah. So number 11 obviously has got to be that just makes the whole thing. I would have the shakes. You're playing the whole front 9. You're like, shit, I still got to play 11.
Yeah.
Yes.
If I could just get by 11, because if you've never been there, like the TV doesn't do it justice. There's those mounds right before the green. Like there's no chance of like running one up there. You know what? Like if you just
Yeah.
kind of, you bunt one down the hill and just kind of, no, If it lands short of the green, it's going in the water every single time. It's crazy. Great stretch of holes. All right, let's go to number 3. TPC Sawgrass closing 3 holes. I mean, can we at least come up with a name on it? I mean, at least give us a name. It's closing 3 holes.
There's one right there.
TPC Hacksaw Grass.
Hacksaw.
I think they should take our prison comment. Since it's not named, we've given them a name.
Cell block D.
Welcome to prison.
Yeah. Welcome to prison. I like it. 16's a par 3. I mean, par 5.
Welcome to prison.
16 is a
See, when they say the closing 3 holes, like you just said though about Augusta and 12, I feel the same way on TPC on the par 5 on 16 because it seems like just about everybody is putting for eagle on there. Like it's almost like they have to get birdie there before they make their way across the lake to the par 3.
Yep.
Can we set this real quick? Because we're going to go through a bunch of these and I haven't looked at them. I just don't, is there a par 5 that like ever plays over par on a regular basis on the PGA Tour? I mean, these guys eat them up. You can make them as long as you want to.
Yeah.
With the distances they are now, I mean, it's ridiculous. I mean, because
there's no par 5 tough enough, in my opinion, to really,
no. That's why I think it's even. I was watching coverage earlier today, and Paul Azinger said something about a par 5, and I think Dan, what's his name, that was sitting next to him, he says, "Yeah, but it's a par 5. They get a free chance. Like they should never walk away worse than par on that. Those guys should not. I mean, they can hit 3 woods 300 yards. I mean,
and even if you like hook one in the woods, you can punch it out at 200 yards, and these dudes can hit a 6-iron to just like we hit wedges. So, I mean, you would think unless you're really in jail off the tee, they should never bogey a par 5.
Yeah.
16, 17, 18.
Pissed when they make pars on par 5s.
Oh yeah, they're mad. We all know 17, obviously the island green, and 18 to me has to be one of the most intimidating tee shots.
Yes.
That there is. That's the one where Bryson, we got this aerial shot and I'm looking at it now. He wants to hit it into the fairway on whatever hole this is right here across the pond. And then it gives you a straight shot into the green, where the green's like kind of wide left to right. And it basically takes all the water out of play. So it kind of makes sense when you look at it from this aerial view. You got to bomb it though to get it there. Anyway, all right, that's 16, 17, 18 for TPC Sawgrass. This is fun, like not previewing a list before you go in. You got the snake pit. The next one is the snake pit, the Copperhead course at Innisbrook.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know much about. I'm not as familiar with this course as I probably should be. But you got 2 440-yard par 4s and a 215 par 3. Sandwiched in between, and that is not fun.
Basically, you want to just shoot par. Like you want to close out the tournament 16, 17, 18 with par. Period.
Is that what is it 16, 17, 18?
Yeah, it's their final stretch.
Man, that's
that's pretty tough. I mean, 2 450-yard par 4s. I mean, you're hitting, like you just said, you can't be in jail off the tee.
Yeah. And okay.
Like we talked about it on par 5. Like if you miss the fairway, you're losing the tournament.
And I remember 16's 475 yards. So
yeah.
You got to pipe it. You got to go pipe city on that one. All right. What's the next one? We have Quail Hollow, the Green Mile. That's a great name.
Walking a mile.
Great name.
So somebody really already has named the prison.
Yeah, that is the name of a prison. You're right.
Yeah.
Or maybe not a prison, but
it's just a section. It's death row of the prison. It's the Green Mile.
Tom Hanks.
Yeah, exactly. So you got a 508-yard par 4 whose green's guarded by the lake on the left and a bunker on the right, a 220-yard par 3, and then a 493-yard uphill par 4. Holy cow. The sixth, that's 16, 17, 18. It's ranked. Let's see. The numbers back up as the 16, 17, 18 ranked 3rd, 1st, and 2nd in scoring difficulty at the Wells Fargo Championship in 2019. So the Green Mile, the closing 3 holes, finished 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. as far as difficulty. Finishing holes. That's wild.
How do y'all feel about that? Like a lot of these, they're finishing holes, and you know how you always, when you go to a course and you hear something, it's got a great finishing hole. Yeah. And I'm like, no, if it's 500, if it's a 500-yard par 4 uphill, that's not a great finishing hole. That's everybody trying to save par. Everybody in the field is trying to save par at that point.
Yeah. I think a lot of it depends on aesthetics. And to me, if it's aesthetics and difficulty, they kind of, if they go hand in hand, it's a good finish note. Like, for example, number 18 at Auburn University Club is a pretty boring finishing hole. It's just flat, straight. But number 9 would be a bad.
But like yesterday, you got a chance to make, I want somebody to have a chance to make birdie.
What's the difference? Make birdie, make bogey. What I'm going to make par and win with a bogey.
Who cares? The only difference between birdies and bogeys is guys on tour and guys like us.
No, in the whole grand scheme of things, you're right. Absolutely.
All right, number. It's just a number, Ben.
Just a number, Ben. All right.
Let me say this real quick. And I've interrupted both of y'all. I grew up with a par 5 at the end. That's the first course I really knew. I played that my entire life up until I went to college. Was par 5 at the end, and that's just. I think that's the way it's supposed to be. A par 3, then a par 5. 17 and 18 should be par 3, par 5.
I'm with you.
I'm in full support of that.
I'm with you on that. I that would be cool to have a par 5 finish.
Especially when I grew up walking, so it's like the final frontier. You gotta walk all the way down that fairway.
I know, man. 500 yards to glory.
Yeah.
Eat some chicken fingers, some honey mustard. Yeah, there you go. All right, the next one is the Horrible Horseshoe. Admittedly, I do not know much about this. This is at Colonial. So the number.
But it's at the beginning. Like you go through it at the beginning and you're done.
You go ahead and get it over with.
Go ahead and get those doubles out of the way, bub.
3, 4, and 5 ranked 3rd, 9th, and 1st in difficulty. It's pretty it's pretty diabolical. The Horrible Horseshoe is highlighted by the 5th. A 480 yard dogleg par 4, hugged by a creek and a tree line. That is amazing. It was Dan Jenkins included that hole in his book, The Best 18 Golf Holes in America. So, the Horrible Horseshoe, Colonial Country Club.
Yeah, buddy.
Thoughts, comments, move on.
I'm like you. I don't know much about it. Plus, when they have it at the beginning of your round, it's like, okay, so
kind of loses its luster.
Yeah, it does. Like you just said a while ago about 11, like the whole front 9, 11's in your mind.
Yeah.
Whereas with this, it's like, I say the same thing at the Robert Trent Jones Links course. That opening hole on the Links course, when you're playing from the orange or beyond, it is driver anywhere from 4, 5, 6, 7 iron in, depending on how well where you placed your driver. Yeah. And it's all uphill. So it's like once you get past that shot. Yeah. Once you get past that, it's like, oh, cool. It starts shortening up after that. You get an easy par 5 after that. You get a short par 3 after that. You get a short par 4 after that. So it's like it's almost one of those things where our group when we play, it's like, let's just accept we're going to have a bogey on number 1 and move on.
Let's just make bogey. Let's get a bogey in the car.
Let's just lower our standards for this whole dadgum game.
No doubt.
Oh man. I mean, it loses TV time too. Like sometimes broadcasts don't pick up on one on Saturday and Sunday.
Except for this year, Kyle, with ESPN Plus.
ESPN Plus, though. You're absolutely right. Awesome. All right, next one is Bethpage Black. Oh, number 10 through 12.
3 par 4s in a row. Oh my goodness.
And they accumulate 1,400 total yards. Wow. They average almost a third of a stroke, almost basically they average combined almost a total stroke over par through those three holes, which is incredible. It said that, let's see, the picturesque par 5 4th hole and the 15th ranked as one of the hardest holes in U.S. Open history. Yet the start of Bethpage's back nine, so the start of the back nine trio par fours, so I guess it's 10, 11, and 12. Yeah, 10 through 12, 1,400 yards, ranks as the course's toughest stretch, and that's what I said. It's almost a combined, if you add them up, almost a whole stroke over par.
I just feel like anytime we mention Bethpage Black, because they got that sign that says you just don't need to play it. Like when they're asking you not to play the course when you show up to play it, that's you just know that you're in the wrong spot. I just like as soon as I said Bethpage Black, I was like, you could take any stretch of 3 holes I think out there, and it could be like, no, it's gonna be miserable.
That's a good one.
There.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Bethpage Black. All right, next one, Carnoustie, 16 through 18. Carnoustie. Yes.
Nasty.
So 16, 17, 18. 16 is a 250-yard par 3. Holy crap. What do you hit there?
That's a driver, bub.
Everything me and Ben's got in the bag, bub. And if it's into the wind, then not getting there.
I may be hitting driver. I may be hitting spinny driver up there right now. So
spinny driver.
250-yard par 3 with 4 bunkers and an undulated green. How do you even landed on the green? That's incredible. All right, 17, creek crossed, 460-yard par 4. And then what is 18?
Like a double creek cross.
It doesn't say.
That's Vandeveld.
18,
That's Vandeveld.
Yes,
that's
490-yard burn and bunker infused finisher. Wow.
Burn. It literally has something called a burn.
It's got, you get burned if you go.
Which he was able to par with a pitching wedge when he went back out there.
I saw that, the redemption.
Yeah.
He put a pitching wedge and he parred it. That hurts.
He even putted with a pitching wedge and parred it. That's the fantastic thing.
I will buy a block and barrel deli for anyone who can tell me who won that British Open that Vandeveld screwed up. Right now, everybody look me in the eye.
I don't know.
Don't Google. Your screen's changing.
No, I have no idea.
Paul Lawrie.
That's right. Paul Lawrie.
Yeah, I wouldn't guess that.
Paul Laurie's last year of British Open eligibility for winning that, he's playing with Boo Weekley, and Boo Weekley asked him how he qualified to get in the tournament.
That's right. That's right. That's absolutely right.
That's my favorite Boo Weekley story.
That is a great Boo Weekley story. Yes. Yeah. So Carnoustie, 16 through 18. All right.
Yeah.
Let's go to the next one. It is
Oakmont.
7 through 9 is one
again,
of those
early holes.
This got to be one of those. Has to be the. Is that the church pew?
Yes.
Yeah. Did Kozan say this was his favorite course?
I think he did. So, he
Just
said most.
course. Maybe Buddy A said it too.
Most know Oakmont for its church pew bunkers are number one's reputation. Yet its 3-hole stretch from 7 to 9 is where competitors get run through the ringer. At the 2016 U.S. Open, these holes were 0.3, 0.3, 0.4 over par. Wow. So if you're keeping score, that is exactly actually a little bit over 1 stroke plus 1 stroke average through those 3 holes. That is not fun. Not fun at all. Oakmont.
And you got to hit, from what I remember, like the last time they played there too, you got to hit fairways.
Oh, they look like this picture. I mean, they look like it's as wide as, a hallway, just a normal skinny hallway.
Like they got guys that can't find the ball when you hit it in the rough.
Not like a church hallway, like normal skinny.
Like a normal old household hallway.
Like in a traditional 1970s home hall.
Like a ranch style 1970s.
I'm not talking about a school hallway with lockers.
Is it
not what I'm talking about.
Is it a hardwood hallway or they put carpet in there?
And it's hardwood. That thing will bounce out in the rough.
That's so fast. All right, next one, Muirfield.
Sunglasses have given me something that I haven't had before.
He's giving you the edge for sure. Muirfield, 14 through 16. It was when it was last hosted as the Open.
They label it sadistic.
Oh, really?
Wow.
That's the name of it?
A little strong for golf.
This stretch is particularly sadistic.
Like that. That's true. Length, unforgiving fairways, and diabolical greens. I love diabolical. Translated to plus 1.1 over par in the 2013 Open. Wow. Making eventual champion Phil Mickelson's performance here all the more impressive. He finished birdie par on 14 through 16. That's absolutely
Phil
incredible.
won US Open.
This is just the Open, not
The
US
Open.
Okay.
Yeah,
You're
Muirfield is
you're
not
thinking
in
of
the
Muirfield. You're thinking of
Muirfield
Muirfield
is not
Village.
in. Yeah, Muirfield is not in the U.S. Well, the Village is, I guess.
Anybody care to do another little bit of golf trivia and say who he beat at Muirfield in a duel?
No.
Oh, but I'm afraid you're going to tell us.
Stenson.
Who?
Webb
Henrik
Simpson.
Stenson. Henrik Stenson.
Henrik Stenson.
You're welcome.
Interesting.
They call it
I-
Duel
I-
Under the Sun Part 2.
He is Googling like a madman right now.
I'm not.
Yes.
This is straight knowledge right now.
There's
got
no
you.
chance.
Straight knowledge.
I got
Straight
you.
knowledge.
All right, next one.
Fact.
Here
Here
you go,
you-
Bill. Here you go. Here you go.
Muirfield that you would
Phil.
like.
Here
to
you go,
talk-
Phil. I mean, Nate, whatever. Muirfield
The
Village.
guy that I want to really be confused with right now.
Yeah, you do not want to be confused with Phil right now.
The guy who's head man up on a stick.
Yep. Muirfield Village is number 16 through 18. You have a 200-yard par 3 over water, a suffocatingly tight, hate that, 478-yard par 4 dog leg, and a 484-yard finisher. The finisher. That's that one.
484-yard par 4.
That will
That'd
finish you.
That'd be a good prison nickname.
The finisher. Oh dear. Oh dear. All right. Yeah, that's tough. That's a tough one. All right. Number 12, Pebble Beach, 8, 9, and 10. The holes are nicknamed the Cliffs of Doom. I'm gonna go ahead and say 8 is unbelievably diabolical. We saw Jordan Spieth this year hit 1 foot off a damn cliff on 8, and then 9 and 10 are both like right on the beach. And then they put the old tee box back on 10, and you hit over the beach with like where people are sunbathing and body surf. What was it? Is it body surfing, Nate? We talked about
Yeah.
body surfing. Yeah,
Body surfing.
body surfing. Yeah,
Boogie boarding.
No,
Nope.
it's the purest form of surfing is body surfing.
Just you, ocean, and God.
Shout out Kurt Satcher. All right,
Years.
7 or 8, 9, and 10. Pebble Beach. That's a good one.
Are those all par fours?
Yeah, 8, 9, and
Yeah.
10. All par fours.
Yeah.
It says Cliffs of Doom. Enough said. All right.
Also hot take. I think that they made way more out of that whole Jordan Spieth thing than they should have, but whatever.
It was pretty diabolical, Ben. Here,
I don't know. Yeah, close to death. Not a big deal.
I mean, he was
He had,
literally
like, he had like 2 more feet before he fell off the cliff.
2 more feet before a cliff with no railing, Ben. Come on.
Two more feet before he.
You
was
wouldn't
laying
even
at
go
the
to
bottom of the
prison for
cliff.
one day. Come on.
True.
All right.
You
Last
gave up
one.
golf for a year because you couldn't handle prison for 24 hours.
Yeah.
Last one. This one's going to be fun. Shinnecock Hills Golf Club, numbers 12 through 14. 12 through 14. 12 played. 14 played over a half a stroke over par, 0.567 over par. Phil Mickelson's infamous hockey putt came on 13. Remember where he just said, screw it, and I'll just take the penalty.
Oh, yeah.
They did that Nike thing over him where it said sacrifice everything, even if it just cost you.
Yeah. Yes. He's like, screw it. I'm not going back down this hill and chipping. I'll just take the stroke penalty. And
That was before he got his abs back. That was when he was fat Phil instead of he was like, I am not walking back down there.
Yeah.
That's also the friendly with the PGA Tour, Phil.
That's when that was the everybody still likes me, Phil.
Well, that was the thing
2 weeks ago.
when he
Oh, yeah,
that
you're
was
right.
just- that was just
No,
2
that
weeks ago.
may have been 4 days ago before the
Yeah.
no.
You know what was impressive about that when he did that is the fact that he thought of the rule as the ball was rolling to the cup. He was like, oh, I can just go stop it. It's just a 2-stroke penalty.
I'm not kidding. I think he was pissed off and he thought of the rule afterwards, and that's what he told the reporter. But I think he was literally just like, you know what? I'm about to miss the cut, and I'm pissed.
I'm ready to get
But,
out of here.
you know, maybe
Get me off the
Phil's smarter
smarter
than me sometimes.
Get me
You know,
off
when
the
John
court.
when John Daly did that, they raised all teetotal hell about it.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, before we go, and not before we go, before we rank our top 3, we've got to talk about athletic greens. You ready for this? Athletic greens. Tons of people take multivitamins, but it's important to choose one that is top quality. with one delicious scoop, just one scoop of those athletic greens, you're absorbing 75 high quality vitamins, minerals, superfoods, probiotics,
Wow.
and adaptogens. You don't think I love adaptogens to start your day? Special blend of this special blend of ingredients supports gut health, big gut health guy, nervous system, immune system, energy, recovery, focus, and aging. It's also lifestyle friendly and fits a wide range of diets. There's only 1 gram of sugar, no chemicals or artificial anything. Reclaim your health and arm your immune system with convenient daily nutrition. It's just 1 scoop in a cup of water every day. That's it. To make it easy, Athletic Greens is going to give you a free 1-year supply of immune supporting vitamin D and 5 free travel packs with your first purchase. Holy cow, guys.
Wow.
All you have to do is visit athleticgreens.com/believe. That's BLEAV. Again, that's athleticgreens.com/believe. Disclaimer: these statements have not been evaluated by the
You
Food
didn't
and
have to read
Drug
that part.
Administration. It says
You have to read it really fast and
These products are not
Yeah,
intended
yeah.
to diagnose change
Yeah.
disease. Athletic Greens, take ownership of your health.
You know the easy way out of that? You can just say, just get on there and make sure you read the legal disclaimer before you get out of there, before
There
you
you
check
go.
out. There you go.
Athletic Greens, guys. You don't go get you some greens. You just get out of
What did you say? You're a big, what was it called?
I'm a gut health guy.
No,
No.
adaptogens.
Adaptogens. Yeah.
You don't think I love
If I,
adaptogens?
you know what? If I can't have some adaptogens in my drink, then there's just no point in even drinking.
Hey, an
Hey,
adaptogen a
Greg.
day keeps the doctor away.
Could I have it shaken, not stirred? And could you please toss in a few extra adaptogens? Thank you.
I like to go heavy on the adaptogens. All right. Now I'm completely
Just sprinkle some adaptogens on that casserole, babe, and then we're gonna dig in.
All right, let's just pick the top 3 really quick and get out of here. All right. Ben, give me your top 3 quick.
Number 3 would be Bethpage Black, because I've told you I'm not big on long courses, so that would be your number 3. Probably recency biased would be the Bear Trap in there at number 2.
Yeah.
Even though I'm still not so sure that the Grizzly Den should not be placed ahead of that. I guess it's just because it's towards the end that's the reason that they have it there. And then number 1, I'm struggling to go between Pebble Beach and Amen Corner. And the only reason I wouldn't say Amen Corner is the fact that, like we talked about with 12, however, it's the Masters on the line. So
you're
it's a
gonna go-
major as opposed to, I guess it'd be Pebble Beach when they play the US Open or PGA Championship there.
Yeah.
But if it's not a major at Pebble,
All
then,
these are pretty much major venues at some point.
then I'll give it to Augusta.
Okay, good deal. Nate, what you got?
I'm going to go Pebble first. And I think that there's the opportunity for the amount of wind that could be at Pebble makes this that much harder. And then I'm going to go Bethpage Black, number 2. And then I'm going number 1, Carnoustie. And I truly believe that anytime you have 3 straight par 4s, especially when they're all 3 tough, that's when you're truly going to get into a position where you could end up playing it between 1 and 3 over. Long par 3s are scary, but you get to tee it up. You know, long par 4s in general are the most. It doesn't matter if you're a 25 handicapper or a tour player; they are make you shake in your boots.
Yeah, 220-yard par 3s to pros. They're hitting 6 irons and 5 irons. I mean, we're not doing that. So
And you
it
get
seems
a perfect lie to start off with.
Yeah, I mean, it seems tough for us, and it's still tough. I mean, it's still over 200 yards.
I'm not saying those holes are
No, I
easy
agree.
by any stretch, but 3
But
straight par 4s, that sucks.
It
That
does.
sucks.
That's my least favorite stretch at our.
That's
home
the whole
course. It's
reason
the only
that
time there's 3 straight par 4s.
Nate,
9,
that's
10,
one
11.
of my big beefs, and that's what the course is. The Honda Classic they're doing right now. That's one of my biggest beefs on courses is a par 70 course because you don't have a couple of par 5s in there to kind of make up some ground.
Yeah, I agree.
Yep. All right, mine are Pebble Beach, number 3. Then I got Oakmont, number 2, 7 through 9, and then Shinnecock, number
There
1.
towards the end, yeah.
Yeah,
And
when you
that's
got
how we end the episode.
but when you're 3 strokes, you add them up, they're over par, over 1 whole stroke, over par. You get number 1 on my list.
Yeah.
Shinnecock, we'll see you one day. We'll see you one. Didn't Jimmy? What was it? Jimmy that told us a story about Shinnecock where there was like a hole. There's a par 3 where you had to land it 6 feet short of the green. Was that not Jimmy that time, Ben? Jimmy Green?
Say Jimmy told us a different story. about
No, I
something
think no. This was pre-Nate. I think it was Shinnecock.
Yeah, it was Shinnecock. It was a par
Yeah.
3, and you
similar.
had to
I
land.
listened to it though.
Yeah, you had to land it 6 feet short of the green to get it to roll to the middle, stop at the middle of the green. Or else
Yeah,
it
he
wouldn't
said
roll.
if you hit the green at all, you were not
Yeah.
going to be putting. There was no chance.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Well, hopefully y'all learned some golf trivia knowledge. So some nicknames of some courses, tough 3-hole stretches.
Runner-ups and majors.
If you live in
Yeah.
a big city that may be hosting any sort of major event, please contact the course and see if you can get a 3-stretch hole named after prison and the Dadbod Golf Pod prison holes. That's what you need to call them. And
So ready up 3 beds for the boys. We're coming in hot.
If you have a local course, hey, listeners, if you have a local course that has a cool name for some either a hole or like a couple of holes, let us know. Send a comment. And,
that would be cool.
Leave in the comments. We'd like to know about it. Hell, we'd like to come play it. We want to come see what we can shoot at the Whistler's Den or something like whatever, the alley bar or something, whatever.
That's just
whatever.
a bar.
I just made those up and they're terrible. But yeah, if you got something, let us know about it. We'd love to hear about it. This has been fun. This episode is brought to you by BetOnline, the number one betting website in the world. Y'all have a great weekend. Pull for Andrew Kozan.
Yes.
And we're going to root for him through the weekend, and we will catch y'all back on Monday. Episode 1 has been episode 142. Have a great weekend. Dadbod Golf Pod.
Always stroking.
Stroking.